Hello there, Site 42 staff, as well as those of you from the greater SCP Foundation. And welcome to another bonus stream with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site 42. As always, I am Dr. Theron Sherman, Site Director here at Site 42 of the SCP Foundation. And as I have done for over a year and 2 months and counting, I'm here to open my office doors to you, the SCP Foundation staff, to answer your burning questions about these dark and mysterious place of employment we call the SCP Foundation. So whether you have questions about the anomalies we contain, the staff who contain them, the groups of interest who try to stop us from containing them, or hypothetical containment procedures about anomalies that fall outside the SCP Foundation's purview, perhaps they're from a different multiverse or pataphysical narrative level, i.e. fandom. Either way, we are here for the next approximately 30 to 45 minutes for today's bonus stream. Now, many of you in the chat are a little bit confused. A bonus stream, you say? What is that about? Well, the thing of it is, sometimes tests at the SCP Foundation get canceled, and we need to have a change of plans. Sometimes a researcher gets sent out into the field and has no choice but to sit and wait and observe while certain anomalous entities or persons of interest, frustratingly, sit inside of a Mexican restaurant and don't do anything worthy of letting us contain them and interrogate them. So my job is to sit here and wait for them to bloody leave. And I'm bored. So in the meantime of that, I'm going to chitter chatter with you guys and answer your Q&A until either my targets move or if I am going to just get back to the next event I have to deal with. Furthermore, do remember, when I'm in the field, there are some limitations to our ability to stream. First and foremost, while I have a data pad, I cannot change moderation settings very easily here in the, let's see, what can I do here? I can't activate slow mode, so that'll help. Boom. So now we have a successful slow mode. Now, when it comes to super chats and donations, it typically does not show me donations less than $2. So if you send a super chat that's less than that, this will not show it to me, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying, but I will do my best to answer the donations that are possible. I'm trying to find, there we go, top messages, fan funding. Okay, so I can see the gifts if I change to this menu. So it's a different menu, but I can utilize that. So Shadow Lad, thank you for sending sunshine on a cloudy day to the Containment Hazard Assessment team, as well as 3 doubloons. I'm sure they'll spend them wisely. Jenna, thank you as well for the doubloon. I am sure they will spend their clinkling gold coins wisely. Stoop Girl and Jenna, thank you for sending floating hearts to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they feel the love. Now, some of you are noticing Desk is not present. That is because Desk took a nap and did not expect a bonus stream. One does not expect the Spanish Inquisition, and one does not expect a bonus stream. I was not expecting a bonus stream. But there is an ulterior motive for today's bonus stream, which is I am currently in talks with YouTube technical support about our continuing audio sync issue that we keep having on stream. And so what I need from you guys is to let me know it. Desk is here. Desk, the hell I was napping. Yes, surprise. A bonus stream. I apologize that you were napping. It was a surprise to me too. But as I was saying, well, now you're going to get moderated, so keep an eye on yourselves. Behave. But yes, I have a direct link to YouTube tech support. It's a trial program that they are doing for larger creators, of which I guess I qualified. And I have a tech support guy giving me tech support on our audio syncing issues. So the question is, will we have an audio sync issue during this bonus stream? Seeing as they happen every 10 to 20 to 30 minutes, the likelihood is that we would have a problem during this stream since it's going to last for another 20 to 30 minutes. So let me know if we have an audio sync issue. That what we're testing is seeing if the field office's Wi-Fi is any better than my home office's Wi-Fi. If that's a change of pace, we might need to make a slight change to the home office's Wi-Fi. Now, I do have my datapad open to the SCP Wiki, as well as the Ko-Fi, so I am able to check Ko-Fi donations. I have the back channels to speak to Desk. I can look at the database for any SCPs that we need to chat about. It is very echoey. I am in a fitness and dance studio. This is where I perform my cover job as a ballroom dance instructor. And so I need a lot of space, but as you can tell, my theater voice, speaking with the caps lock on, does have quite a bit of an echo in this big empty room. Intern Dreamer, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a top cake on your way past the commissary, or a spin cake, your choice. Hello, Dr. Sherman, this is 052. Weekly report, please. Oh, it's been a hell of a week. We've been battling the anti-Pride SCP trolls. That was very frustrating. So that was pretty rough. Furthermore, yes, the Pope did bless the SCP Foundation. The Pope literally sent out a missive to writers saying that their artistic works are the divine grace of God. So every SCP author will, in fact, find the light of heaven. I didn't make the rules, the Pope did. So, that goes pretty well for us. Computer Guy, thank you for your 11 months as a level 1 researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. Had a terrible heat wave in the UK, faring terribly. I am so sorry. I hate being hot. Being born in Florida, that was a pretty rough way for me to live. And yes, I do understand you guys are in the same boat as us in the Bay Area of California, where a lot of buildings just don't have AC. Because back in the day before climate change got really bad, they didn't need it. So I hope you are finding ways to stay cool and keep hydrated so you will be okay. Do your best, Computer Guy. We need you on staff here. Alki, thank you for sending a star to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am sure they feel very proud to be a 1-star ranked team during this chat. Jenna, thank you for sending a star as well. They are now a 2-star team. How's your day been? Intern Zen, it's actually been quite good today. Bearing the rest of the week, this is actually a big improvement so far. Jenna, thank you for sending sparkles to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I am certain they will love cleaning up yet another glitter bomb. And Foxy, thank you for sending sunshine on a cloudy day on your way past the commissary. I'm sure they feel very positively about it. Has the SCP Foundation ever tried to contain Siren Head? Intern Noyoxo, that is a big no, because it is a Trevor Henderson creation. Trevor Henderson's IP is separate from the SCP Wiki. Now, if it were an SCP, I do have a video on the channel about how to contain it. But suffice it to say, big ornery entities and like that, we just try to cordon off their woods so no one goes in. Amber, thank you for sending a floating heart to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they feel the love. No audio sync problems so far. That's good news. Keep letting me know if we do have a audio sync issue, the lips not matching the mouth, as we have from our numerous streams at home. That will make it easier to diagnose with the YouTube tech support and see if we can finally get that fixed. How would the foundation contain Doki Doki Literature Club? Intern Lavender, it's a video game. It has to be programmed on a computer, so we lock down the computer. We don't give it internet access. It's trapped. Fire shirt today. Thank you, Zombie Cat. This one is another gift from one of my students. Good times. I'm going off to Massachusetts soon. Is there anything dangerous I should be aware of? Well, intern Biggest Burb, I'm sorry to spoil your travel plans, but you should read SCP 4006 because Massachusetts doesn't exist. It is, in fact, not a real state. Nobody lives there. It is a barren wasteland. There is no state of Massachusetts. Everyone who thinks they live in Massachusetts actually lives on the outskirts of the border of Massachusetts. Hashtag Massachusetts. What are the rules about romantic relationships between Foundation members? Intern Steven, the same as any other business, I would think. You need to report your intentions to have a romantic relationship to HR. You need to make sure that your projects that you're working on SCP-wise will not clash or have any sort of run-over effect against each other, causing anomalous mishaps. You know, the usual. Nerd, SCP nerd, that's a nerd. You are correct, intern Mr. Doom. This is a space for SCP nerds. You are correct in your assessment. Intern Tom Bombadil, how can you have such a good name but then use slurs in my chat? That is some weak sauce behavior. Kind of pathetic, actually. Sad for your parents. They raised a loser. Kakiro Miro, thank you for sending sparkles to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure they love yet another glitter bomb to clean up. Dr. Frogman, thank you for your 1-year anniversary as a level 1 researcher here at Site 42. We appreciate your membership and your service. And as a time check, we are currently 15 to 20 minutes to the end of this bonus stream. Zombie Cat, thank you for sending 2 stars to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. With your additional star power, you have brought the chat to a 3-star chat rating. They are 2 stars away from being a 5-star team. Congratulations, chat. Zinc Z, thank you for sending 2 stars to Containment Hazard Assessment Team. You have now christened them a 5-star ranked Containment Hazard Assessment Team. Congratulations, chat. Let's see how long that lasts. Behold the SCP nerds. You're darn right, Herginder. Behold the glory of the SCP nerds. Blessed by the Pope specifically for the divine grace of their writings. Of course, we should behold with shock and awe the SCP Foundation staff. I just wanted to say you can't, you saw nothing, by the way. You can't just easily contain Cartoon Cat because it's cosmic level and can do what it wants as cartoon physics and doesn't go by the rules of nature. Yes, Norioxo, we know that, but plenty of entities that are super impossible to contain also just stay in one place so we don't have to mess with them. SCP-3812, in all of its power and glory, it just sits there, so it's contained. That's the same with Cartoon Cat. It just stays in its mall. Cool. Just don't let people in the bloody mall. Mr. Doom, why is your hair pink? Because it looks cool as fuck, bro. Cartoon Cat doesn't do that. The page that I read said the Cartoon Cat lurks in an abandoned mall and catches children who go in there. That's what I read. I don't know if it's been updated since then. Dr. Sherman, what color should I dye my hair? Well, if you're giving me that power, Artist Rain, then I will take a grand responsibility with it. I think you should go teal in honor of our jaunty chinchilla friend, George the Chinchilla, SCP-3086. It lurks, but it can easily go anywhere it wants. Well, it lurks, and it can go, but does it go? Because if it doesn't go, then it's fine. That's what I'm saying. Dr. Sherman, can you be my dad? Well, intern Zinc Z, I am often called a father figure or a daddy or a zaddy in the SCP Foundation community. Your choice of nouns is fine as long as you don't make it weird. Have you encountered SCP-096 during a security breach? Intern Porter, yes, in fact I have. It was a harrowing situation, but pro tip, just look at its feet. If you don't look at its face, you're fine. It's very tall. Just look down. It's kind of obvious when you think about it. I want to make a Siren Head cosplay, and I'm making stilts. How tall do you think the stilts should be? I'm about 6 foot tall. Well, from what I know about stilts, intern Clark, you're going to need to get them from a specific manufacturer, which means the only stilts you're going to have an option for are the ones that the manufacturers make. On top of which, the question is more, what are you comfortable walking in? That's the first and foremost. You're already a pretty tall person by comparison to the average, which means that even shorter stilts, you'll still appear fairly tall because of. Intern Lumi, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some calming jasmine tea on your way past the commissary. Hey, you look nice today. Well, thank you very much. Also, what would happen if the SCP ran out of containment cells? We would build more cells. We build another site. We're always building sites. The construction crews of the SCP Foundation are always hard at work and well compensated. Intern Lando, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Dr. Sherman, who is the #1 kindest Foundation researcher? Kindest? Sorry, I need to drink from the water bottle I'm using to hold up the camera. Hydrate, staff. Hydrate. Probably. I think Simon Glass is a little nicer than me. Oh, Dr. Blue. Dr. Blue is definitely nicer than me. I'm definitely in like the top 5. But Blue and Glass, they are definitely nicer than I am. You saw nothing. Dr. Sherman, what is Dr. Blue's gender? I've never been able to tell. Blue, I believe, is a he, him. It's been a while since I've chatted with Blue, so I'm running to a source to check. There you are. Yes, he, him. I was right. Intern Jakota, thank you for sending a flow state to the containment hazard assessment team. I am certain that they will breathe deep and lock in because of your urging. Very good. Desk, I do believe we have slow mode on. Yes, this is a slow mode stream. People are just rocking it right now. Intern Bubbly, thank you for sending sunshine on a cloudy day to the containment hazard assessment team. Dr. Sherman, is it possible to game on SCP-049? Intern Sparky, or sorry, SCP-079. 079 does not content to play games with any Foundation staff members. 079 is kind of a dick after all. Intern Devin, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. But Dr. Sherman, Doki Doki Literature Club is a game available for mobile devices, computers everywhere. How would they contain it? Would it be a Mallow situation? No, Dr. Lavender, Intern Lavender. The game that is currently allowed to be played publicly is a fake game that we created as a disinformation campaign. It does not contain actual anomalies like the one true copy that we have in containment. Obviously, we're not letting an anomalous game get out there. Come on. Intern Rosemary, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some grapefruit juicy fruit on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, I was thinking how to do humanoid SCPs become staff members and not just humanoid SCPs in containment. Well, their anomaly must, what's the phrase I'm looking for? Their anomaly must not cause chaos when interacting with other anomalies, otherwise they would have to be contained for safety purposes. They must prove themselves to be both professional and loyal to the Foundation to a fault, because we're not risking giving an anomaly the chance to escape. So they go through grueling interviews to make sure they are not going to try to flee the second we turn our backs. Hey, Dr. Sherman, isn't it kind of not allowed to talk about the Foundation? It's supposed to be secret. Intern Mr. Doom, you obviously are just waking up from amnestic treatment, so let me re-educate you. The SCP Foundation is secret, and this broadcast only goes to SCP Foundation staff members. We do not broadcast this to the public, except in Broken Veil universes where everyone already knows about anomalies, and they need a little public relations work for the Foundation, so they send me out there because I'm so charming. Otherwise, this briefing is only for SCP staff members And we have that agreement with Google's parent company, Alphabet, to use their algorithms to beam this only to Foundation staff members. Researcher Last, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Get yourself a Kit Kat bar on your way past the commissary. Hey, wondering why my desk is covered in glitter? Yes, ever since this YouTube gifting thing showed up, lots of people are enjoying the glitter bomb functionality. We just have to go with it, I guess. Hotel California, you're saying, are there audio sync issues by chance right now, or are we still good? I haven't seen anyone mention an audio sync issue, which is interesting since we've been streaming for almost 30 minutes, and it happened several times. If we make it with this through this stream without a proper audio sync issue, that will be something to say to the YouTube tech support when trying to figure out what's wrong with our streams. Dr. Frogman, thank you for sending a thumbs up to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I'm sure the chat appreciates your positivity. Intern Emberstein, thank you for sending a star to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. I believe you just reset them to a 1-star ranked Containment Hazard Assessment team, although they do have a prestige rank, so they do have that going for them. Intern BBBBBBBBBB. I do not respond to threats. Site 42 staff, we currently have 8 minutes remaining in stream. 8 minutes. Okay, but what does intern mean? Is it like the lowest rank of staff? Yes, Norioxo. I mean, I guess you could be a janitor or something like that, but an intern is a low probationary member of staff until they get promoted to a researcher or a mobile task force captain or an overseer. Intern Mad Rush, SCP 5004-B, otherwise known as Donald Trump, is an imbecile, the worst president possible, and all of us in the SCP Foundation hate Site 17 for making that idiot president. Hashtag fuck Site 17, hashtag clef for president. Intern Rosemary, thank you for donating again to say. So the anomalous staff members are just stuck at one site and not allowed to leave? Oh no, they exist in different sites, depending. It's not just one site with anomalous staff members. Site 42 has our own set of anomalous staff members. Let's see if the audio sync fixes when I do this. See if that fixed it. But if that was the audio sync issue, then we can confirm with the YouTube tech that it is not an issue with the home Wi-Fi. Okay, so we can check off the box that it is not just the home Wi-Fi, it exists here as well. You saw nothing. How do I rank up to a researcher? Intern Norioxo here at Site 42. Promotions are granted with bribery. That's what YouTube channel memberships are about. So level 1 researchers are first level members. Mobile Task Force captains are second level members. And overseers are third level members. Every bit of SCP Foundation is professional organization, but even the best bureaucracies have corruption. Is Australia an SCP? Intern Chris. Not in as a whole, but there is a meanwhile in Australia meme that is anomalous. That's a very interesting SCP document. Is SCP-049 dangerous? Intern Ember Stein. 049's touch is lethal to all biological entities, and it turns people into zombies. Yes, clearly dangerous. Intern Voidster, that's right. We are having a bonus stream for the time being. For the next 3 minutes, and then the bonus stream ends, and you will get to say you were here for the surprise stream. Dr. Goofball Dingle. Dr. Goofball Dingle. Welcome to Mobile Task Force Captainship here at Site 42. We appreciated your newly minted membership and service. What are SCP-J? Hotel California, those are joke SCPs. They are meant to be a parody of the SCP format and subject matter. They are often hilarious. Their canonicity to the rest of the wiki is up to you. Can you give me a random SCP fact? Enter Norioxo. Founding father of the United States, Benjamin Franklin, has a magical wish-granting penis. Benjamin Franklin's penis, which is separated from Benjamin Franklin's body, is able to be wielded like a wand and gives the wielder level 3 reality bending abilities. So yes, random SCP fact, the existence of Benjamin Franklin's magical wish-granting penis. You look like you give mediocre hugs. Intern Petunia, your eyes deceive you. Trust me on that. Desk, is that 3313 the magical wish-granting penis? SCP-3313, I believe? Good, I was correct. Dr. Sherman, did we get 3313 back from the dude who ate it? Unfortunately, Benjamin Franklin broke back into the Foundation and stole his magical wish-granting penis. We do not know where it's currently located. Dr. Goofball Dingus, thank you for sending a star to the Containment Hazard Assessment team. They are now a 2-star team going into the outro. A 2-star chat. And reminder, we are now at the end of stream, which, as we always do, I tell you guys my favorite SCPs. But of course, I'm not going to tell you that my favorites are the ones I personally wrote. But you can see my SCPs at the author page of mine, The Sherm's author page in Site42 Hub. While you're on my author page, not only can you find the SCPs I wrote, but you can also become a Site42 Patreon patron or YouTube channel member, or do Ko-Fi donations or YouTube Super Chats if you want to help Site42 out directly. And we greatly appreciate your generosity. If you cannot donate, do not fret. We do appreciate the broke gang as well, because trust me, we're an arts community. Starving artists are well represented in the SCP community. But if you are a starving artist, you can help us out by donating your time and effort, by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, chatting, making memes, shit posts, edits, out of context compilations, and the like. You can spread the Site42 signal and the SCP projects we support, like the SCP Wiki and its authors and artists, SCP filmmakers, game devs, animators, merch makers, podcasters. You are helping us to make bigger and better SCP projects, and we thank you for your service. Furthermore, for the person who said, I wish I could meet Dr. Sherman, do not forget, I am going to be in Tampa, Florida at MetroCon the last weekend / first weekend of July, August. July, I believe it's 31st, and then August 1st and 2nd is MetroCon Tampa. I will be there holding 2 panels, one on Friday, one on Saturday, where we can meet in person and talk about our daily SCP stream there. Also, don't forget, that is my birthday weekend, so we will be partying that weekend. But Site42 staff, without further ado, my favorite SCPs in no particular order are SCP-3909, SCP-3043, SCP-008-J, SCP-Spooky-J, SCP-5031, SCP-5175, SCP-5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one, it's a bit of a rough read. Speed round. 399-304-308, just say Spooky-J, 531-517-532, and a kitten, well, that's what you're reading. So, Site42 staff, this has been another bonus stream with Dr. Sherman, a subsidiary of the anomalous broadcast from Site42. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. See you in the next video or stream. How do you feel? That is the question. But I forget you don't expect an easy answer. When something like a soul becomes initialized, folded up like paper dolls and little notes, you can't expect a bit of hope. So while you're outside looking in, describing what you see, remember what you're staring at is me, 'cause I'm looking at you through the glass. Don't know how much time has passed. Oh God, it feels like forever. But no one ever tells you that forever feels like home. Sitting all alone inside your head. The credit song is Through Glass by Stone Sour. Be safe, be well, Site42 staff. And as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or stream.